Okay. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session. Court has 3 dockets. We have a trial docket, announcement docket, and a pretrial conference docket. The first case that we're calling is on our trial docket, and that case is cause number 325-288, case of style of state of Texas versus James Landon Vance. Mr. Vance, is President Court, Mr. Vance, would you come forward with your attorney?
Yeah, I just submitted a dismissal on advance.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh. Okay, he said he just submitted a dismissal on advance. Okay. On a tablet, hold on a minute.
Can he be excused?
No, I'm gonna just tell
Good
him.
morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, how you doing? Hold on a minute.
And I will need a couple of copies for that dismissal.
Okay, I gotta sign it. Trying to get this tablet up. Okay, here it is. Okay, this is cause number 325-288, case of style of state of Texas versus James Landon Vance. Mr. Vance, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Vance?
I'm doing good, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Vance, you're here with your attorney, Attorney Willard Hall. Attorney Hall, how are you doing?
Doing great, Your Honor.
That's good. And the state is represented by Attorney Lamar Johnson. Attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, I have before me a motion to dismiss the case in this against Mr. James Landon Vance. And the court is signing the dismissal right now. Mr. Vance, your case has been dismissed. Mr. Vance, your attorney is going to get a copy of this dismissal in a few minutes. Once you get your copy of the dismissal, you'll be free to go.
Thank you, Your
And
Honor.
you have a blessed day.
You too.
And Mr.
Thank
Hall,
you,
you
sir.
can stand there and get your copy.
Thank you, Your
Yes,
Honor.
ma'am. Yes, I already signed it.
Okay, it's,
Yeah.
there you go.
You want anything?
No, let me, do this right quick, let me enter it in.
Next case is cause number cause number 322-417. The case is Tyler, State of Texas versus Julie Lynn Perez. For the record, is your name Julie Lynn Perez?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Ms. Perez?
I'm good.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Ms. Perez. You're here represented by your attorney, Laura Perazzo.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Ms. Perazzo, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's good. And Mr. Johnson, I have before me a motion to dismiss the charges in this case against Ms. Julie Perez. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Perez, I've just signed a dismissal to dismiss these charges. Your attorney is going to get a copy of this dismissal in a few seconds. Prints off. And you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
And same, I think I have another case. You can get your dismissal. Ryan McQuillan. Court is in session and cause number 327-464. Case is style of State of Texas versus Ryan McQuillan or Ryan Leonard McQuillan. Mr. McQuillan, is that your full name?
It's Ron Leonard.
Ryan Leonard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are you doing, Mr. McQuillan?
Not too bad, little thing.
Okay. Mr. McQuillan, you're here represented by your attorney, Laura Perazzo. Attorney Perazzo, what is your announcement in Mr. McQuillan's case?
Your Honor, we just need a little additional time to finish reviewing his discovery. If we could just have another reset to an announcement, just the standard
Okay.
30 days.
Give us a,
October 10th.
okay, this case, Mr. McQuillan, will be reset to October 10th, 2022. Mr. McQuillan, the attorney is going to get you reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Ms. Perazzo, I think, is this your last case?
I think, let me just make sure. I believe it is, Your Honor. Yeah.
Yeah,
The other
okay.
one is next.
Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a great day, Judge.
Thank you. Next case is cause number 321-234. Case is style of State of Texas versus Jimmy Lee Doss Jr. It's Mr. John West case. This is cause number 321-234. Case is style of State of Texas versus Jimmy Lee Doss Jr. Mr. Doss, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Doss?
Doing fine. What's up?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Doss, you're here represented by your attorney John West. Attorney West, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor.
Mr. West, I see here that apparently there may have been an offer made.
Yes, Your Honor, this is
For
the case.
restitution.
A while back, that if he was to pay restitution, they were dismissing the case. We've reset it a few times to try to get him to kind of get the money. I believe he has the money today to pay, so, we can't
Okay.
figure out what we need to do, where we need to go, and what we need to do.
Okay, the prosecutor could tell you, give you that information. What I'll do, I'll just hold on this case
Okay.
and give you an opportunity to talk to the prosecution.
Sounds good.
All right.
See you back outside, and I'll come talk to you in a second.
We have two cases. First case is cause number 327-988. Second case is cause number 329-840. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Damon J. Stanford. Mr. Stanford, is that your full name? How are you doing, Mr. Stanford? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Stanford. You're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Todd LeBlanc. Attorney LeBlanc, how are you doing? Mr. LeBlanc, what is your announcement in Mr. Stanford's cases?
Judge, I believe that. You get some felonies.
Right.
So, when we would hold our announcement, or just reset it and fit it in. Not today.
I think it's court date according to this docket sheet is November the 14th.
Okay, I thought it was set today too. Well, can we reset it to that date? Then, Judge?
You want it, okay, I'm gonna reset these two cases, which are felony cases that are set on November 14th of 2022. Mr. Stanford, your attorney is gonna sign for your reset. Once you get your resets from your attorney, you'll be free to go,
Okay, thank you.
and you have a blessed day. Okay, the person that's on Zoom that just has iPhone, would you please state your full name? No, we know, no, your name is up there, Mr. Young, Emmett Young, but there's somebody on Zoom that just has iPhone. We don't know who that person is. I see Jerick Lewis, I see Nicholas Eaglin, I see Esteban Avalos, and I see Emmett Young, and we also see Mr. James Paget. The other person just has iPhone. Would you please state your full name?
Drake Dawson Furlow.
Okay, okay, Mr. Furlow, you can put your mic back on mute.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is cause number 326082, case of style of state of Texas versus Daniel Rodriguez. Okay, for the record, is your full name Daniel Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rodriguez, how are you doing?
Pretty good at what it says.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. West. You represent Mr. Rodriguez. What is your announcement in Mr. Rodriguez's case?
Please, like to put this on the trial docket.
Okay, give us a date.
October 17th.
Okay, this case will reset to October 17th, 2022 for trial. Mr. Rodriguez, your attorney is gonna sign for you reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go on your blessed day.
Appreciate it. You have a good one.
All right, same to you.
Yeah.
Next case is files number 329-216. The case is filed in the state of Texas versus Jerica Lewis. Jerica Lewis is appearing via Zoom. Her attorney in this case is Mr. Nathan Reynolds. Ms. Lewis, you can take your mic off of mute. Jerica Lewis, you can take your mic off of mute. Is Jerica Lewis, you can take your mic off of mute. You can turn your video on. Okay, Ms. Lewis. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Nathan Reynolds. Mr. Reynolds, first of all, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge.
And Ms. Lewis, how are you doing? Might not be able to hear me. Mr. Reynolds, what is your announcement in Ms. Lewis's case?
Judge, the prosecutor made us an offer. I visited with her about the offer. She wants to take it. She's currently out of the state. If you could give us a date on the plea docket, we can dispose of that. at that time.
Give us a plea date.
October 10th.
Okay. This case will be reset to October 10th of 2022. Ms. Lewis, your attorney, will be given notice of your reset. Stay in contact with your attorney. Your case will be set for a plea on October 10 of 2022. This will conclude your case. You'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Your attorney will be given notice of your reset. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Court is back in session at cause number 321-234, case of style of the state of Texas versus Jimmy Lee Doss Jr. We have Mr. Doss and his attorney, Mr. West. Mr. Doss, I have before me a motion to dismiss the charges in this case because you paid the restitution. I've just signed a dismissal. Your attorney is going to get a copy of this dismissal in a few seconds. Once you get a copy of the dismissal from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
All right, you can stand over. Mr. West. Hmm. What else? Could I add? Okay. Next case is cause number 331362, case of style of state of Texas versus Nicholas Devontae Eaglin. Mr. Eaglin is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Eaglin, how are you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Eaglin. You're represented in your case by your attorney, James Paget. Attorney Paget, how are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Paget. What is your announcement in Mr. Eaglin's case?
He'll sign his pretrial diversion contract on the first Thursday in October.
Okay, give us a reset the second week in October. It's October the 10th.
October 10th, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Eaglin, your case will be reset to October 10th. Give you an opportunity to sign up for pretrial diversion. Your attorney and your bondsman will be given notice of your reset date. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you.
All right, stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. And let's see.
I have Mr. General.
Yeah, talk about how the place here.
Yeah, is he here?
Yeah, we're down in drug court, Your Honor. We'll be down as soon as we're through in drug court.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank
Okay,
you.
all right.